So today we're going to be doing a fall makeup look and I hope you really enjoy it. I'm going to start out by moisturizing my lips with this Blistex chapstick. It's one of my favorites, and by the time I get to the lip step my lips will be nice and soft. And then I'm going to go in with my Tarte Rainforest of the Sea facial mist here. And since fall has started, my face has gotten even more dry. Just comes with the season. I did have to atomize it because the sprayer broke, so now I'm just spraying it all over my face. And once that's done, I'm just going to take my fingers and tap it into my skin just for that added hydration boost. And after that, I am going to prime my face today. I don't normally prime my face, but I decided to take my E.L.F mineral infused face primer here. It's just the regular kind, and I take about this much on my fingers, and I just start on my forehead and I work it in. Okay, so now that my face is prepped, I'm gonna just take this Scotch tape here, and I start out by putting it on the back of my hand because you want to get a lot of that stickiness off, so that when you put it on your eyes, it doesn't pull at the delicate skin. So I'm just pulling it off and putting it back on just a couple of times. And then I'm going to go ahead and just line my eye below the lash line with the tape. And just make sure that both sides are really even, because we don't want uneven eyeshadow lines. This is going to kind of be your guide for when you're going in with your liner later. And don't worry about the harshness of it, because you can always blend it out and it's going to look really, really nice. And I had to fix that eye because it was a little bit lopsided. And so after this, I am going to go ahead and take my Too Faced Natural Eyes palette here in a minute, and I'm just going to put an all over lid shade. So I like to use Heaven. It's this light color here up at the top, and I just put that all over my lids. Okay, so now that we've laid a base down, I don't really use eyeshadow primer, so that's kind of how I lay a base down. I'm going to take this really nice dense packing brush, and I'm going to go into this SHANY palette or kit, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to take this really nice deep berry tone. They don't really have names for them, so that's just kind of how I would describe it, and it's really nice and sparkly. And I'm just going to start packing the color all over my lid. I don't really care how it looks at the moment, so I'm just going to really try and get it to the color depth that I want it to. These are not extremely pigmented shadows, so I think they're really great if you're a beginner, because you can really control the color impact that it has, and it can be as intense or as light as you want it. So that is what I'm doing here. Once I'm happy with the depth of the color for now, I'm gonna head in with this tiny little crease brush, so adorable, and I'm gonna go into my Innerstellar Palette by Kat Von D. I love this palette, and I'm gonna take the color Astrological. It's a really nice matte brown right here, and I'm just gonna take that into my outer V, and I'm gonna slightly work it up into the crease, just because I want to give my eyes a little bit more depth, and I feel like it looks kind of like leaves. It's kind of changing the colors. So that is what I'm doing here. Once I'm happy with kind of how it's laying, I'm gonna go back in with that red because I want it to just be a little bit more intense. And then I'm gonna take my favorite fluffy brush, which you'll see here in just a second. I'm going to go back into that Innerstellar palette, and I'm going to take the color Vast. It's just a lighter toned brown. I really wanted to keep this look reds and browns, so I'm just going to blend out the edges and make it look a lot softer. And once I'm done with that, I am just going to repeat the process on the other eye. Okay guys, so now that both eyes are done, I'm going to remove the tape, and as you can see, it just recreated that really sharp line that I can follow, and we'll be smoothing it out later. But for now, I'm going to go into the inner corners of my eyes, and we're going to go back into this Innerstellar Palette, and we're going to take this really, I think it's kind of a taupey, shiny, lighter brown color. I feel like it has like rosy hues to it, and I'm going to put that in the inner corner of my eye just to kind of lighten up the whole look, and I feel like it really pulls it all together. And now that that's done, I am going to go ahead and just put some colors underneath my eyes. I just went back in and I grabbed a little bit of Vast and Astrological with my smudge brush, and I just kind of smudge that out. So now we're going to go into the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette here and take Chocolate Martini, and I'm just going to be laying down a base for the eyeliner because I'm actually going to be going in with a really beautiful gold shadow later as my main eyeliner, and I just kind of want to get a guideline. Okay, so now that the base for the eyeliner is down, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the SHANY palette again, and I am taking this really, and this really nice gold here. It kind of has a brown tone to it. As I was saying, I'm keeping it kind of red and brown toned, and I'm actually getting my angled brush wet. This is one of my favorite angled brushes, and I'm dunking that in that gold color, and I'm just putting off the excess on the back of my hand. It's kind of like painting. You don't want it to be too splotchy, and then I am just going to slowly start tapping this into my lash line and just really making sure I get a precise line, and I'll just keep working at it. So now I'm heading into doing my face makeup, but my camera cut out, so I won't get to show you this, but if you want to see how I do it, let me know down in the comments and I'll do a video. So now that my face makeup's done, I'm just going to take my Innerstellar palette, and I'm just going to be putting some final touches on my eye makeup. I just take Vast here and I just touch up the bottom lash line and kind of connect the colors, and I just do a little bit more touch-ups on the liner. So now that all of that is touched up, I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes. I'm using my trusty Revlon eyelash curler, which I have had for such a long time. As you can see, the little decorations are starting to fall off, but I just love it. And I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Mascara, which is now my new favorite. And I will be applying 2 coats of this because for this look I really wanted my eyelashes to just be really fluffy and intense, and I do brush them out between each coat. So now all I have left to do is the lips. I'm going in with the NYX lip liner pencil here in Vanilla Sky. And I'm just going to kind of shape out my lips. This just gives me a guideline for when I go in with my lipstick. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this MARC Jacobs lipstick, and it's in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. And I love this shade for fall. It's a really nice, kind of a pinky toned, darker color. And I'm just outlining my lips precisely, and then I'll fill them in. So this is the final look. I went and I added this statement necklace here. I feel like it really pulls the gold from the eyes and it just puts the whole look all together. I think it's perfect for fall. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Keep blushing forward. Bye!